Alrighty, so after our very long ad break there, apologies everyone, we rejoin the field after everyone has made their first set of stops. We have Scooter 82 still leading the field from Captain Lowside now. Adam V10 leading a pack of 3, 2.5 seconds back from them with DJ Stefko and Cloakade. Fixer Chris has bamboozled us commentators here by filling to 2/3 of the tank, 66%, after running 13 laps. I don't know what he's doing. I'm shocked. I'm confused.
I could have put my house on the fact that he was going to try and one stop, but unless he's got some kind of weird fuel saving strategy up his sleeve, he's going to have to stop again.
Yeah, I'm very, very confused at that decision. But yeah, KZ just behind them with Tombo in tow 4 seconds back. Apex Humper did top the tanks when he pitted at the end of lap 12 and came out on the medium tyres, so 7.5 seconds off the back of Tombo. And then we have our 3 medium runners now to softs in Ando, Zoo and Dale, all still nose to tail navigating their way through this field. So
now we have to wonder, what would Chris do? Like, is he going to stop again? Is he going to try and make that fuel up? Yeah.
I feel like he's done this specifically to just confuse us, because I have nothing, unless he's just wanted to have less time in the pits for the final stop. I have no idea.
The only thing I can think of is that he just doesn't like running on the mediums, so he's going to run the mediums for like 3 or 4 laps, and then and then jump into the pits, get softs, short fill, and then just go flat out till the end.
Yeah, that might be the case, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. I'm lost for words. But another little update we can give you is Scooter 82 and Captain Lowside have decided to go with the soft tyre in their second stint. Adam is on the mediums, as is DJ Stefko. Cloakade on the softs, stuck behind both of them, with Chris on the mediums and KZ on the mediums just behind them. Yeah, Tombo doubling up on the softs as well.
Cloakade's going to have to clear those guys quickly.
We are on lap 16 now there. I forgot our lap counter doesn't show due to some disconnections there. Apex has come out on the mediums, and then our 3 runners at the back are on the soft tyre now, so it's all going to come together towards the end here, and we're going to see this absolute cluster of strategies pay off, or maybe it's all going to be disaster.
And here goes Cloakade up the inside.
Chris following him through as well.
Yep.
Cloakade did clear Adam and Stefko. Chris got stuck behind Adam there.
He needed to do that to make those softs pay off.
Absolutely, and really using the softs well under brakes there to make that happen.
Now Adam has a chance to sit under Cloakade's rear wing and save some fuel and tyres on those mediums. Hopefully he can get dragged along a little bit.
Yeah, hang on the best possible. I don't know how much life's left in those soft tyres compared to the mediums, but yeah.
Oh, Cloakade out wide. That's going to open the door for Chris and Adam to go through. You can lose so much. Oh, Chris getting racy.
Oh, he's gone up the inside beautifully there of Adam as well. So 2-for-1 special for Chris. Loves a bargain, does he?
He does. And doesn't look like there's any fuel saving happening from Chris at this point.
Yeah, I'm still absolutely bamboozled by the 3/4 fill, but yeah, the only thing I can think of is that he wants less time in the pits for the final.
I don't know. Maybe Spa is Chris's Achilles heel, because I do remember the Super Enduro last year at Spa when he did a similar thing and handed Rio the victory.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there. I forgot all about that, but he did misplay his strategy there as well. So
Yeah.
could have
So,
gone long and stopped one more time than he had to. KZ and Stefko are in off the medium tyres on lap 16. I think that's only 5 laps on the tyre for KZ. Came in at the end of 11, I believe.
yeah, really very short stint on those mediums.
Maybe that's been discussed throughout the team.
Yeah, maybe it's a Scuderia Quadrifoglio special with running short on the mediums. So that will mean if that's the strategy that they're doing, that'll mean Chris will be 2 laps this lap and the next lap on mediums, and he'll be in as well because he
Yeah.
ran 2 laps longer than KZ in the first stint.
Yep. And alarmingly for our two soft runners at the front, Chris is catching them on the medium tyre. So
Those guys'
uh,
softs are pretty second-hand,
yeah, they will both be in
and
this
they're
lap if I
they're
had
going to
to
be
guess, because their fuel is not looking pretty either. Chris, on the other hand, still over a quarter of a tank, same as Cloakade. Adam's got about 20% left, so there's plenty of difference in fuel between these guys at the moment. It's all over the place, really.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting last stint. Once everyone gets on their last set of tyres and last tank of fuel, we're really going to see where this shakes out.
We also have our first indication of the difference between the 1 and 2 stop right now. So KZ, the first person to do 2 stops, 26.5 seconds behind our 3 guys who started on the mediums and went for 13. So that's a long time to try and make up in about 8 laps time.
And Apex really could be on for a really good result here.
Been dropping time to those guys on the soft tyre, but he's managing his fuel quite well. Not as well as those guys behind, but could be dangerous for Apex if he doesn't save enough fuel early here. 7 seconds the gap between them. Back up the front of the field, we should be seeing Scooter and the captain pit.
And then watch Chris blow by them as he doesn't stop.
Oh, Adam decides to pit as well. Very close, almost coming together there with Cloakade as Cloakade stays out. Yes.
Cloakade stays out. He's got probably 1 lap on, maybe two laps on tyres before he needs to stop again.
Yeah. Plenty of fuel. Absolutely plenty of fuel. More than Chris ahead of him, in fact.
Yeah, Chris is definitely not fuel saving on those mediums at all. He's banging the limiter in every gear. So he's pushing that thing to the limit.
Yeah.
And
again, we see our soft runners in Ando, Zoo and Dale cruising past the pit lane, and Scooter still sitting idle, waiting for his fuel to go in. So
yeah,
is the one stop really the strategy here?
it may be, and it looks like the starting on the mediums is it could really pay off.
Yeah, so about 20 plus seconds the difference between Scooter and Dale now. Ooh, that's definitely thrown a spanner into the works. These guys are lapping really nicely in the mid to low 27s. Scooter's going to be on the medium tyre, so he's going to be on the slower tyre to finish as well, as is Captain Lowside.
Yeah, so Cloakade and Chris are going to drop back down through the field when they make the next stops. That's going to put Apex and Ando and Zoo and Dale right in the box seat. They're going to have track position, and all those other guys are going to have to try and get past them.
There's still just question marks over Chris's strategy for me. I have no idea how well this is going to work out with how long the pit stop is. Is he going to be back there with the likes of Scooter and the captain, and is Ando, Zoo and Dale just going to stream through to a podium? Will Apex be able to save enough fuel to do so as well? There's so much up in the air.
I think Chris has just made a really fundamental error here in his pit stop strategy. I mean, if he was planning on doing a really short stint on mediums, he should have looked at his fuel saving and been able to change strategies mid-race. Like, he had enough fuel to do a 2-stop. he didn't need to make the third pit stop, so it's going to be really interesting to see where it puts him.
Yeah, staying out again as well as Cloquet jumps into the pits. Just trying to think. So Apex is just over half fuel, pitted on lap 12, so needs to get 13 laps out of a tank, and if my math is correct, he's only going to get about 12 again.
It'll just depend on. Yeah, I mean, he could run. I think he could probably squeak out a lap over the next, over the next 6 laps. I think he could probably squeak out enough fuel saving to get that extra lap, but it's just going to be whether or not that's going to leave him under threat to, Ando, Zoo, and Dale coming home on those softs.
Zuzu's got a penalty. Zoo has picked up a half a second penalty. He's been able to burn it before Oruge and Radion, but Dale's going to come up on him very quickly as we come over the hill here.
Is he going to bump him? Going to bump draft him?
Looks like that was the case, and Ando now with a 1.4 second gap could make a break for it here. But I was going to say, at the rate that these three are catching him, I don't see Apex holding on to it.
Yeah, Ando could be on for a Rusty's victory here if the pit stop strategies all shake out and he can.
God, the trash talking will never end if that happens. So
let's. Oh well, trash talk is only trash talk if you're on the bad end of it. So let's.
As a privateer, I have no
team affiliation.
No team affiliations, but man, I would rather that not happen.
I'm slightly biased here with my Rusty's badge firmly pinned on my sleeve, so it's certainly wouldn't hurt our team standings, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't think much can hurt that at this point. At this point of the season, you guys have run pretty strongly, I have to admit, with that pickup of Scooter and Cloquet making their way into top split. And it's been an incredible performance out of you guys.
Yeah, we've had a really good team efforts. In the weeks where we've had a driver down, Tooligan and myself have had really good results in those weeks where we've kind of helped boost up the points we've lost. So, Chris is in with 4 leaders. But having four out of the 6 drivers in top split, it's a definite advantage.
Look, I'm not going to say I want Tombo's finances looked into or anything, but I'm getting to that point because he is. All credit to his last season as well. The team dynamic was great with Shake and Bake, and everyone was kind of lifted up together instead of just a couple of guys improving. So it seems like that's happened again this season, and safe to say Shake and Bake and Rusty's are doing the teams right.
Yeah, I mean, when we went through the draft, we were so surprised Scooter was still there. We were like rubbing our hands together when we were able to pick him up. So it was surprising that he was still there when we chose.
Yeah. All right, Fixer Chris has emerged in 9th place, right behind Adam, right in that pack behind Scooter. So he's in the lead pack of these runners, but they still have 20 seconds to make up to catch the others. So I really think that Fixer Chris has made a massive misplay here.
Yeah, he could have been right up here with Apex. He could have been
leading. He was like 4 seconds ahead of Apex and doing it comfortably.
And that gap to Apex, between Apex and Ando, is dropping rapidly.
Yeah, last time around, Ando with a 28.3, whereas Apex did a 29.2, so 9/10 difference. And if Apex doesn't have to save more fuel, they'll be coming together right at about lap 24-25. If he has to up that fuel saving, it's going to happen a little sooner, but
Apex not the easiest guy to get past at the best of times, let alone for a race win.
Yeah, but for those of you at home, we are on lap 20, coming towards lap 21 now, as I know we don't have the lap counter up anymore, but Yeah, lap 20 now, so just 5.5 laps to go for most of these drivers, and 20 seconds the difference between our 2 stoppers and our 1 stoppers.
It's got the two damn racing boys there, Zuzu and Dale. What do they do if they catch Apex? What do they go past him? Are there team orders? Do they, you know, they'd have to let him.
I think they'd
Surely.
have to, take their team orders and try and let Apex take that for the Drivers' Championship. With the fight between Apex and Fixer Chris so close, and I would say Pure Axel, but Pure Axel was a no-show this weekend, so that'll be some points off his total, unfortunately. But
Yeah, that's 2 out of 3 weeks. So yeah, something's Pure Axel having some difficulties showing up. You know, so it's like my old coach used to say, cycling coach used to say, man, if you want to finish first you got to finish. So, you know, to be able to finish, you got to start.
yep, absolutely, and it's a couple weeks now that Pure Axel's lost himself some points by not being able to show up, but hoping that Pure Axel's alright and everything's okay, and it's just, got the race times wrong maybe, or whatever. You never know what's happening with the world these days, so...
Yeah, life can be a bit hectic, especially in these times, that's for sure. His PlayStation would have caught COVID and had to isolate for 7 days, you never know.
Currently feeling that pain as my housemate has it, so I'm considered a close contact, so...
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
Staying home for a week is me. But,
well, plenty of practice.
Less practice than normal, actually, somehow, but... But yeah, that gap at the front of the field now down to 2.6 seconds between Ando and Apex. Zoo and Dale are catching Ando ever so slightly. They pulled in about half a second over the past lap and a bit. And back in the field, Fixer Chris has made his way to the front of this pack and now just has Adam to catch as... Oh, something's happened to Scooter. Scooter is back in 11th.
Well, what happened? Something's happened there.
Something big has happened to Scooter. That's got to be a penalty or a spin or something. Because Scooter was leading this pack, and now it's Adam and Chris a couple of seconds back.
Might have run wide or caught a penalty somewhere, maybe. Would have had to be a fairly large penalty to lose that much time.
Oh, those guys are all pretty close together. There's only about 3.5 seconds, 4 seconds between Chris and Scooter from 6th down to 11th, so... Jeez. I don't know, it's really unfortunate there for Scooter. He was on for a good result.
Just get those points up, Scooter. Just keep going, buddy. You can do it.
Yep, crack on best you can. You know, your lobby position matters, but you also got to beat everyone else in every other lobby, so...
Yeah. Yep,
even if you have a spin, you crack on your best you can.
Time is the key.
Absolutely. As for anyone that doesn't know at home, Wheel to Wheel Racing, we combine all of our times across, I believe we have 6 lobbies running this week, and we'll rank them from fastest to not fastest, and the points get allocated from fastest down to not fastest, so...
Yeah, that's right. So the winner of the round could effectively be anyone from any lobby, as long as they have the fastest overall race time.
Exactly. So it's a unique thing that we have here at Wheel to Wheel, and I think it really splits us apart from other places. So
yeah, definitely, and it also means that division rivalries can continue to go ahead even if you're not in the same race. You know, like if you're in a division lower and you've done well and you've pumped up a division, you're still racing against time against the guys in your division. So you know, just makes everything you know, really cohesive in the points and with the division. So it's a really good system.
Absolutely. It's one thing I really love about Wheel to Wheel here. But while we have a second, the racing's getting quite quiet And before it all really starts to heat up towards the end, I'd like to take a moment to thank some of our sponsors for this season. So I want to give a big thank you to Brisbane Insurance Brokers. They've been recognised as the best in commercial and industrial insurance and can help with all manner of general insurance needs, including your personal insurances for your home and car. If you want to look into them a little bit more, www.brisbaneinsurancebrokers.com.au. Big thank you to Racers as well. They provide dedicated support for motorsport event operators from grassroots to the professional level. And if you want to get in contact with them, it's at racers.world. And finally, a big thank you to Pagnian Advanced Simulation. They're an award-winning Australian-owned and operated company supplying the widest range in simulation products in Australia. If you want to have a look at what they have available, it's at www.pagnianimports.com.au. So thank you very much to our sponsors for this season.
Just Ben in the chat, mate. We're on lap 23. Just for Ben in the chat.
Yep, so 3 laps remaining now. And Ando might be getting challenged here in second place, going semi-defensive down the Camel Straight.
Yeah, the two Damn Racing boys have worked together really well to catch up to Ando.
Yeah, and that gap between Ando and Apex has actually gone up a couple of tenths throughout this lap. So
yeah, I think Apex has done all his fuel saving now, and I think he might be free to run till the end.
This could be huge for the championship as well, as Chris is down in 6th, and that could be the difference of 50 plus points. But as I say that, Chris has gone up the inside of Adam on the downhill here and takes 5th place off him. So now
for Chris, now it's just all about limiting the damage, surely. You know, like, yeah, okay, made a strategy error, he's going to lose some points to Apex. Now he's just got to haul ass and limit the damage as much as possible.
Yeah, and I will have to say he has phenomenally done a 26.265, our fastest lap of the race last time around as well. So he is not going slow, is Chris, but did get that strategy slightly wrong by the looks of it.
But
the fuel is going to get close.
Yeah, the 2 stoppers. So what have we got? The first of the 2 stoppers in Fix It Chris, and then Adam, KZ. Yeah, that's a huge difference. That's 30 seconds difference between 2 stop and 1 stop. So looks like 1 stop might be the play.
I might have to practice my my fuel saving in the 20 minutes I have before my race starts.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a crash course in fuel saving before our races start.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'm just going to sit here spectating Apex's inputs for the rest of the race.
Yeah, that's it.
No, we are on the penultimate lap now, so lap 24 of 25, 2.3 seconds the gap between Apex and Ando. Yeah, and I think this is the point where their medium tyres might be a little better.
Yeah, the guys on the softs as Zoo pulls out beside Ando.
Zoo with a couple of kids, not really known for pulling out, but has done so. Ando going defensive, and Dale looking around the outside here as we come into the end of the Camel Straight. Oh, Ando's leaning on him a little for the defence. Dale's going to have the inside for the left-hander, and he does get by him.
That's some nice racing there.
And if it finishes this way, that's a Damn Racing 1, 2, 3.
That's a Damn Racing podium, and that will be great for them in the team standings.
That will definitely bump them up a little bit, but they have to get there, so they've still got to get through about another, 11 kilometres of track before that's a reality.
Yeah, and fuel is looking, as Apex just starts blinking. So just right now, as I was watching him, he's just started blinking.
He's got the least of our leading pack as well, so he's definitely going to have to keep saving. And I'm seeing nothing on the rev gauge spectating Apex here. He's in a gear higher than you normally would be through these corners, so on full fuel save mode. I know when not fuel saving, I burn about 11% a lap, and Apex has done about, about half a lap with the fuel light blinking, which means you're on about 10.
Yeah, so he's...
He's playing a
It's just,
dangerous game.
it's oh, Dale runs slightly wide coming out of that corner there. It's put him under threat from Ando.
Lost any chance of a slipstream from Zoo as well, as they're going to go side by side through here. They're not, are they? No. Ando
No,
does clear Dale. 2 seconds the gap now. Ando and Dale still side by side, looking to go back at him, but not to be. Ando defending well as we start the final lap of the race here.
Ando flashing now as well. Dale, Zoo's okay, and Dale's flashing. So out of the front runners, Zoo has the most fuel.
And Apex by far has the least. So I'd say he's on about 6 or 7%. So it's going to be some work to get it home, but
be tight.
I think he's going to be able to make it if he's smart.
There'll be a lot of lifting and coasting and fuel saving, and I'm sure they'll be on their, if they have one, they'll be on their team radio, their team chat, telling the boys, do not go past Apex.
Yeah, I think these guys really need Apex to win here for his Drivers' Championship, whereas Chris is in 5th. So as we said earlier, that could be the difference of about 50 points in the end results, which could be huge over the course of a season. That gap has dropped by 6 tenths. Oh, it's just dropping fast.
Adam V10 has clung back onto the back of Chris too, so they're fighting it out for 5th and 6th. So,
do you reckon if Apex runs out of fuel on the exit of the last corner, that Zoo's going to push him across the line?
Oh, I'd love to see
that. That'd be a tough ask, but ooh, he's going to slide on.
Wow, that's lost him probably 2 or 3 tenths there.
Yeah, we
will
definitely
Zoo
all coming together here.
Inside, coming into the bus stop.
Yeah, will Zoo be selfish and try and take that endurance win for his own Drivers' Championship?
It's so hard to get a win in Div 1. And, you know, Zoo, yeah, I mean, to get a win over Apex in Div 1, I mean, even if you're his teammate, that's bragging rights.
Apex's fuel is very, very low. I'd say he's got 1 to 2% remaining, if that, as it ticks down a little further.
This is making me bite my fingernails.
Zoo is right there on his rear bumper.
Team orders or not team orders?
I'm still concerned about whether he's got the fuel to make it. Apex going defensive as well. He's taken the shallower line just to confirm. Yeah, he's going to have the fuel to make it to the end.
He is.
As it ticks over to 0 right there. So it's going to be an Apex.
Behind him. There you go. Look at that. 1, 2, and Ando in for the podium. Great result for Ando.
Dale running out just before the line as well, missing out on that podium. Chris is going to claim a 5th place. Adam's going to come across in 6th here after looks to be making a mistake on that lap. The captain is going to claim 7th, followed by KZ, Sefco and Clocade as everyone approaches the line with no fuel in the tank. Scooter is going to come across the line in 11th, and Tombo is going to be claiming 12th place here after a bit of a rough run there. This is not an easy track for the controller guys, I can confirm that much. So,
and a couple of bad luck for Tombo there. He's got he got a penalty when in a really bad spot and got stuck behind the medium runners early, which cost him a lot of time. So, but still a good team drive for sure.
Yep, and unfortunate for the damn guys not being able to get the team podium. Ando sneaking in there, but to have 3 in the top 4, that's a pretty decent effort there out of them for an enduro.
That is going to be a big points haul for Dam Racing. And you know, the guys at Dam and Scuderia Quadrifilio, they're battling out for 2nd place in the team standings too. So there might be some significant changes happening on the leaderboard.
I believe there's about 350 points difference between the two, with Dam being in 3rd and Scuderia Quadrifoglio being in 2nd. So that could change once the leaderboards are updated this week.
It's going to come down to what the lower division guys do. I know Smurf for Scuderia Quadrifilio has been having a couple of great drives in the last.
Form.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
He's been in super good form, and We'll
We've got
see what.
Expat Champ as well. Has been he's been knocking on the door of Split 2 as well. So
Yeah, and then we've got Renegade and Renegade and myself battling out for Division 4 honors. So we're in the same lobby tonight. So that's another damn racing driver there. So
yeah, and I think the final damn racing driver is Darth Berserk, who
yeah,
is just scraped into Split 3 by the looks of it tonight. So should be a good opportunity for Darth Berserk there as well. So a lot going on in the championships tonight. But what a race that we had there.
yeah, I'm gonna have to scratch my head about that strategy from Chris. I'm gonna have to ask him about that during the week, and maybe maybe next week on the stream we could ask him. You know, we can maybe uh, fill in the viewers about what was going through his mind with that strategy.
Yeah, and seeing in the chat here, Captain Lowside saying, crap, that was my fault to Scooter. So maybe finding the answer to what happened to Scooter there. He's had a run in with the captain and picked up a penalty by the sounds of it.
Yeah, he might have Scooter Captain might have burnt his penalty in the wrong spot and just affected Scooter's line. So judging by that comment.
But yeah, we will have to wrap it up there. Big thank you to yourself, Viper, for joining me here in the commentary box through the
Yeah, my
technical
pleasure.
difficulties. But
That's never a dull moment when we get to commentate a race at Spa. That's for sure.
absolutely, and thank you to Herbs for trucking on and finding the solution to getting the stream running for the second half of that race.
No worries, guys. If you got something out of that, cheers.